Hi, my name is Brian Isaac Phillips. I'm the producing artistic director at the Cincinnati Shakespeare Company, and I'm very excited to share with you today the shows that we'll be producing as part of our 2016-2017 season on Race Street, our final season on Race Street here in Cincinnati. The Diary of Anne Frank by Francis Goodrich and Albert Hackett, adapted by Wendy Kesselman. In a tiny attic in Amsterdam in 1944, two families of Jewish refugees hide in silence from the Nazi regime below. Unable to speak for fear of being discovered, the young Anne Frank tells her story by writing in her diary. The Diary of Anne Frank is an intimate view of history's greatest atrocity as seen through the eyes of one extraordinary young girl. The chronicle of her family's experience endures as both a condemning indictment of man's capacity for cruelty and a celebration of the resilience of the human spirit. The Elephant Man by Bernard Pomerance. This Tony Award-winning play tells the true-life tale of Joseph Merrick, whose severe physical deformities landed him in a Victorian freak show. Joseph is rescued by Frederick Treves, a young doctor who discovers that behind the disfigured visage lies not an animal, but an intelligent mind and a sensitive soul. As their friendship develops, Frederick endeavors to show the world to Joseph, who discovers it is both more beautiful and more cruel than he could have imagined. William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. Beatrice and Benedict are the perfect match. It's too bad they can't stand each other. When their war of wits comes to a head, their friends decide there's only one thing to be done: trick the hapless couple into falling hopelessly in love. They set in motion a series of plots, pranks, plans, and ploys, all designed to bring the cynical Benedict and spirited Beatrice into a mountain of affection. Will their scheming succeed, or will it all be much ado about nothing? William Shakespeare's Henry VI, The Wars of the Roses, Part 2. The history cycle spirals towards its inevitable end in the penultimate chapter of Shakespeare's greatest saga. Sides have been chosen and loyalties tested as the Wars of the Roses rage on. The houses of York and Lancaster contend for control of the kingdom, and in the midst of the chaos, a certain hunchback hellion begins his infamous maneuverings to win the crown. Paired with the upcoming production of Richard III, this theatrical event is not to be missed. Last season, we produced Henry VI, Wars of the Roses Part 1, which was essentially Henry VI's Part 1 and most of Henry VI Part 2. So this production will pick up where that left off as we finish Henry VI Part 2 and then do Henry VI Part 3, setting us up to finish our history cycle and having completed the entire trilogy in two very unique productions. William Shakespeare's Richard III. Shakespeare's Game of Thrones enters its endgame as the history cycle's final chapter takes the stage. The ruthless, remorseless, and relentless Richard Plantagenet has his eyes set on the throne of England, and he makes the happy earth his hell as he carves a bloody swath through all that stands in his way. The history cycle comes to its thrilling conclusion with the story of England's most murderous monarch, Richard III. A Raisin in the Sun by Lorraine Hansberry. A Raisin in the Sun tells the story of the Youngers, a working-class family in 1950s Chicago. When an unexpected financial windfall gives them the opportunity for a better life, conflicts within the family and pressures from without threaten to shatter their opportunity at the American dream. The recipient of 4 Tony Award nominations, A Raisin in the Sun is a true masterpiece of the American stage. William Shakespeare's The Tempest. Betrayed and exiled to a deserted island with only his books and his infant daughter for company, the magician Prospero has spent years plotting his revenge. When fate places all his old enemies within his reach, Prospero summons a magical storm that brings them crashing down onto his shores. This romantic tale, replete with magic and monsters, love and liquor, and retribution and redemption, is a voyage you won't want to miss. This is our final production in our current location on Ray Street, and it is a delight to be able to bring one of Shakespeare's final masterpieces to life, to say goodbye to this space that has been the site of so many wonderful adventures, comedies, tragedies, histories, struggles, and celebrations over the last decade plus. So we hope you'll join us for what promises to be a very special evening of theater. At the Cincinnati Shakespeare Company, we pride ourselves in being able to produce some of the greatest stories ever told, but we also like to have a lot of fun as well, and our special event productions for this upcoming season are an example of that. I think you'll agree. All the Great Books Abridged by Reed Martin and Austin Tichenor. All the Great Books Abridged is an uproarious roller coaster ride through a comically compact compilation of the world's greatest literature. Watch as 3 actors cover over 90 books in 90 minutes from 1984 through Wuthering Heights. Everyone from the illiterate to the literati will love this refresher of literature's greatest hits, including Huckleberry Finn, The Odyssey, Green Eggs and Ham, Pride and Prejudice, the Bible, Harry Potter, and more. Sold-out audiences who raved over our abridged versions of the complete works of William Shakespeare, the complete history of America, and every Christmas story ever told will surely flip as we present All the Great Books Abridged. Every Christmas Story Ever Told, and Then Some, by Michael Carlton, James Fitzgerald, and John K. Alvarez. CSC's holiday smash hit Every Christmas Story Ever Told, and Then Some is back. What begins as another annual production of A Christmas Carol soon devolves into a slightly irreverent look at all our favorite beloved holiday classics, including It's a Wonderful Life, Frosty, Rudolph, Charlie Brown, and more. 3 actors, with the help of Santa, send up everything from Dickens to Dr. Seuss in 90 minutes of high-octane jollity and frivolity. So that is our lineup for the 2016-2017 season, and I hope you'll join us. Just a reminder, that is our final season at 719 Ray Street. So we hope you'll join us for this one, and then we hope you'll come with us to our new home that we're building in Over the Rhine on the corner of 12th and Elm, which will be opening very soon. If you'd like to be a part of our Making History Unexpected Capital campaign and help us build our new home in Over the Rhine, please visit our website, cincyshakes.com, to see how you can play your part.